Welcome to Cheater Confessions. Let's get started with today's story. When Daisy told me she needed space, it came out of nowhere. We'd been together for 2 years, living together for nearly one, and things felt steady. No big fights, no distance I could feel. She said it on a quiet Wednesday night while we were doing dishes. "Jimmy," she began, "I think I just need some time for myself. To clear my head, figure things out." I looked up. "Figure what out?" "Us. Me. Everything," she said, avoiding eye contact. "Liza invited me on a girls' trip next week. Just a few days at the lake house. No phones, no pressure. I think it'll help." She insisted it wasn't a breakup, just space. I asked if something was wrong. She smiled like she was trying to convince herself. "No, nothing's wrong. I just need to breathe for a bit." I wanted to believe her. So I hugged her, told her I'd be here when she got back, and even helped her pack. She left her tablet and laptop on the counter, saying she wouldn't need them. I watched her car disappear down the street and told myself to give her what she asked for: space. A few days passed. Silence. I didn't text, didn't call. She wanted distance, and I gave it. Then one night, my friend Tyler texted, "Bro, check Daisy's Instagram story. That girl's trip looks fancy." I opened it. There she was, tan lines, sunglasses, drink in hand, smiling with Liza and two other women. The caption read, "Sometimes you just need your girls." But something caught my eye. At the far edge of the frame, half hidden behind Daisy, was an arm, tanned, tattooed, and familiar. A geometric pattern running up to the elbow. I froze. I'd seen that tattoo before, on an old photo Daisy once showed me from college. Her ex, Alex. My stomach went cold. I didn't comment, didn't message. I just stared at the screen and realized the space she needed might have already been filled. That night, I sat in the living room with the photo still open on my phone. I wasn't angry yet, just still. Every piece started rearranging itself in my head. The timing, the sudden space, the no phones rule. Daisy's tablet was still on the counter where she left it. She never logged out of our shared photo folder, the one that automatically backed up her pictures. I'd never looked before. I told myself it wasn't snooping, it was clarity. When I opened the folder, the truth hit me fast. There were 6 new photos uploaded within the last 24 hours. None of them had made it to social media yet. In the first one, Daisy stood on a balcony, laughing, wind in her hair. Next to her, Alex, arm around her waist, the same tattoo. The second photo showed them sitting close on a beach towel, drinks between them. The third was a selfie, their faces inches apart, sun behind them. I leaned back in the chair, calm but burning inside. I didn't break anything, didn't scream. I just knew what I was looking at. I left one simple comment under her public post. "Looks like fun." 10 minutes later, she broke her own no-contact rule. "Hey babe, miss you. It's nice to disconnect, but I can't wait to see you." "Enjoy your trip," I replied. That was all I sent. After that, I opened Alex's profile out of curiosity. His most recent picture was from a barbecue 2 months ago, arm around a woman named Priya. I looked up Priya's profile. She seemed kind, normal, not someone who deserved to be blindsided. Then I opened the inbox. "Hi Priya. You don't know me, but I think you should see these photos. They were taken this week." I attached everything. No message beyond that, just facts. Then I hit send and waited for the storm I knew was coming. The reply came faster than I expected. 2 hours later, a short message blinked on my screen. "Thank you for letting me know. I'll handle it." No drama, no questions. Just that. I didn't think much more of it, until the next morning. At 7 a.m., Tyler texted again. "Dude, check TikTok right now." I opened it, still half asleep. The first video in my feed stopped my breath. Priya had posted a calm, steady clip of herself sitting at her kitchen table. Printed photos lined the counter. Caption said, "When your boyfriend says he's at a work meetup, but you get pictures from his off-grid weekend instead." The clip was quiet, only a few seconds long. By noon, the video had over 500,000 views. Comments poured in, "That's wild." The internet went to work, and by afternoon, Daisy's Instagram had turned into a war zone. Comments under her girls' trip photo piled up. "Not the self-care getaway with your ex." By 3 p.m., Daisy's account went private. My phone started vibrating nonstop. Calls from Daisy, Liza, and two numbers I didn't know. I let them all ring. Then came a voicemail from Daisy, her voice cracking. "Jimmy? What did you do? Why would you involve her? You had no right." I didn't respond. That night, I opened TikTok again. Priya had posted a follow-up. Calm tone. "If you're in a relationship, be honest. Secrets always surface." It wasn't angry. It was composed, and it hit harder than any shouting ever could. Somewhere in another state, Daisy was probably watching it too. And for the first time in weeks, I slept through the night. The next morning, I woke up to 37 missed calls. Daisy, Liza, unknown numbers, even her mother. I sat at the table and scrolled through my phone like it was any other day. Around noon, Liza finally got through. "Jimmy, what the hell did you do?" she snapped. "I told the truth," I said. "You ruined Daisy's life. She's a mess. She ruined it herself. I just turned on the light." She hung up. 10 minutes later, there was pounding on my door. Daisy. She looked exhausted. She pushed past me before I could say a word. "Why would you send her those pictures?" she demanded. "Because she deserved to know," I said evenly. "Just like I did. It wasn't what it looked like." "Then explain it." "It was closure, Jimmy. We talked, that's all." I almost laughed. "You talked while he had his arm around you at sunset?" She threw her hands up. "You're twisting this. You've always needed control. This just proves it." I stayed calm. "You asked for space. I gave you that. Turns out you just needed space for someone else." Her voice dropped. "You're cruel. You can grab your stuff. You're not staying here." Tears welled up. "I have nowhere to go. People are calling me names online." "That's not on me," I said. "You made choices. Now they have consequences." She went quiet, then whispered, "I thought I wanted him. I was wrong." I nodded. "Maybe next time, figure that out before lying." She packed a small bag in silence, moving slowly, like she still couldn't believe I wasn't fighting for her. Before leaving, she turned at the door. "You'll regret this." I met her eyes. I already did. After she left, the apartment felt peaceful for the first time in months. That evening, Daisy's mother, Margaret, called. Her tone was heavy. "Jimmy, I'm so sorry. She told me she was at a women's retreat. I didn't know." I just said, "Neither did I." 2 days later, I started cleaning out the apartment. Daisy's side of the closet was half empty, but her tablet still sat on the dresser, dead and forgotten. I plugged it in just to clear my login info before returning it. When it powered up, the home screen showed message notifications. I shouldn't have opened them, but I did. The conversation thread was with Alex, 6 months old. The first message read, "Can't believe you still remember that lake view." Her reply, "Hard to forget. Maybe we should go see it again someday." It wasn't a random reconnection. They'd been talking for months. One thread showed them planning the girls' trip. The lake house wasn't even Liza's idea. Alex booked the rental. Every lie fits perfectly now. I sat back and stared at the screen. No anger this time, just a weird calm. You can't be betrayed twice by the same person. The first time already covers it. That evening, I got a message from Priya. "Just wanted to say thank you again. Alex denied everything until I showed him pictures. He moved out this morning." I told her I was sorry she had to deal with it. She wrote back, "Don't be. You saved me months of lies." Meanwhile, Daisy's work contacts were vanishing. She worked in marketing, and clients started dropping her after seeing her name tied to the viral posts. Her reputation online was burning faster than she could hide it. I didn't celebrate it, but I didn't feel bad either. By the end of that week, Daisy finally found her voice again. Online, of course. She posted a long paragraph on Facebook titled "My Side of the Story." She claimed I'd violated her privacy, that I'd been monitoring her every move, and that her mistake was trusting someone too controlling. The comments were mixed at first, until her mother, Margaret, replied under it. "Daisy, tell the full story. You cheated. Jimmy didn't monitor you. You shared your own photos. Stop twisting it." Within an hour, Daisy deleted the post. Then came the message I didn't expect. "Alex. He found me on Instagram. Bro, you didn't have to do her like that. You destroyed both of us." I replied once. "You destroyed yourself when you cheated. I just showed the receipts. He fired back. You don't understand. Daisy and I had history. And now you have consequences, I wrote. He blocked me after that. Then one day, unbelievably, she sent me an invoice. $5,000 for emotional damages, $3,000 for lost income, and $2,000 for half of shared furniture. I forwarded it to my cousin Nate, who's a lawyer. His reply was 3 words. Tell her no. So I did. Daisy's name was still circulating online. People had pieced together enough to know who she was. Every time she tried to post something new, the comments followed. It was like the internet had built its own moral courtroom, and the verdict was unanimous. 2 weeks later, Daisy tried to rewrite the story again. This time, it was a podcast. The title? Truth, Healing, and My Side. I almost laughed when I saw the promo post. Her first episode dropped the next morning. The description said it was about toxic relationships, betrayal, and privacy violations. I listened for 5 minutes out of curiosity. She never said my name, but the clues were obvious. She called me a partner who couldn't handle losing control. The episode got attention, just not the kind she hoped for. People remembered her from the viral posts. The comment section flooded instantly. Is this the same Daisy from the girls' trip story? You mean the one who got caught cheating? By episode 3, the hosting site pulled it down for violating community guidelines. Meanwhile, life for everyone else moved forward. Priya started a small blog called Rebuild and Rise. It wasn't about revenge. It was about recovery, trust, and moving on. Her writing was simple and calm, and people connected with it. She gained thousands of followers overnight. I sent her a short message. Proud of how you handled all this. She replied, we both walked through fire. Let's not go back. I took her advice. Work picked up. I started running again. The silence in my apartment began to feel like peace, not emptiness. One Friday night, I met someone new, Hannah, a graphic designer who worked with one of my clients. She already knew who I was. You're the Jimmy from the story, right? She said, half smiling. Yeah, I admitted. Not my favorite claim to fame. She laughed. It felt good, simple, real. We started seeing each other casually, and for the first time in months, I wasn't waiting for something bad to happen. That weekend, I deleted all the screenshots, emails, and saved messages. I didn't need them anymore. What was done was done. 2 months passed before I heard Daisy's name again. I was at work when an unknown number texted me. Hi, it's Daisy. I know you probably hate me. I just wanted to say, I'm sorry. I stared at the message for a long time. She went on. Alex left me a week after his breakup with Priya. He's already seeing someone else. I lost everything because of my own choices. I don't expect forgiveness, but I hope you're happy. You deserved better. I didn't reply. There wasn't anger left, just nothing. Later that evening, Hannah came over with takeout. We sat on the couch, watched a movie, and laughed at something small. A few minutes later, Hannah's phone buzzed, a DM request from Alex. Hey, just warning you, your boyfriend's a little unstable. Be careful. Hannah showed me and rolled her eyes. Is this the same guy? Yeah, I said. He doesn't quit. She took a screenshot of the message, posted it to her story with the caption, Actually, he's great. You're still trash. I couldn't help but smile. A few days later, Margaret called one last time. She said Daisy had moved back home, was working at her uncle's car lot, and was trying to start over. I don't expect you to care, she said softly, but I wanted you to know she's finally taking responsibility. I told her I hoped Daisy learned something real this time. When I hung up, I sat there for a moment, thinking about how it all began. With one sentence, I need space. Funny thing, it's not something you ask for to escape people. It's something you earn by being honest enough to stand alone. I used to think closure came from apologies or explanations, but sometimes it's just the silence that follows when you stop needing either. I'm not bitter anymore. I'm not angry. I'm free. If Daisy wanted space, she got it, and I finally learned how to keep mine. Thank you for watching.